How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well and thank you for joining me for another video. It's Monday the 9th of February and it's 5:45 in the morning. I'm back down the local day ticket. It's pitch black behind me, as you can see, but I've come down here early again because I'm going to give this glow in the dark corn another go, but I've got the blue stuff this time. Whether that's any better than the green one, I don't know, because last time, if you see the video, you'll know we didn't do very well on the green in the dark. If you didn't, have a look, because we did do all right in the daylight hours. But we're going to do exactly the same again, but this time we're using the blue glow in the dark corn. So let me spin you around, show you where I am. Apologies, the first half of this video will most likely be head torch and in the dark sort of thing. But we're going to give it an hour and a half of dark and an hour and a half of light. Exactly the same as last time. All we're doing is changing the colour of the glow in the dark corn to blue instead of green. So let me spin you around and let's get on with this one. If I zoom my head torch in on that, you can see exactly where I am. We're in the stump peg. I thought, do you know what, let's come back up here. The bloke who was in here last week when I was here, he had a few fish out of here. So I thought, do you know, it's a change of scenery from where we've been the last 2 Mondays, I think. And I've got all day, so hopefully I can get 2 or 3 videos done in here today. Plus I've got my little table. You can see our rigs are all ready to go. Paste in the old pot. It's getting down now. But the rods are all set. I will take you through the rod setup so we can get these out quick so I don't waste the darkness hours I've got left, or darkness hour and a half I've got left, I should say. Rod setup, same as pretty much always from this lake. It's £15 KORDA subline. People have said, or a couple of you, to be fair, not many, but a couple of you have said, why don't you use your fluorocarbon anymore? To be honest, this is easier. You know, I don't have to stretch it out. I don't have to worry about cleaning it. Plus I'm casting a little bit further than I normally would using my fluoro. It's just easier. That's the only reason. So that's dealt with that. So £15 KORDA subline, down to a length of dark matte tungsten tubing, KORDA run sleeve, size 8 quick change swivel. That's a 3 ounce gripper lead covered in paste. Shock. Middle rod exactly the same. Right hand rod exactly the same. So all 3 rods are ready. That's them ready to cast in. The rig, we're going to go with the same rig as I used when I used the green corn. The only difference is I've got a round boilie. It shouldn't matter at all, but it is the flip rig. All 3 are set the same. All size hairs are all the same length. The length of rig is pretty much identical as I got it. The only difference is that corn, even though it looks the same as the other one, is going to glow blue apparently. Let's have a look. So what I've done is I've turned all my lights out. Let's turn my torch on. Let's have a little look. Let's get in there and zoom right in on that. Come on. And when I take it away, that should glow blue. Oh, it's beginning to, yeah. It is, it's glowing blue. Nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge these up because they say 30 seconds, but I'm going to give each one a minute. So I'll bring you back after they're all charged and we'll have a look and then we'll get them out in the pond. So these have been charged for at least a minute each now. So they're all ready to go. I have actually seen them before you're now about to see them. And I've got to be honest, I think they look really, really cool. So let me turn my torch off and show you what they look like. Yeah, they definitely glow blue. What is in a lake that's blue that would attract a carp? I don't know. I have no idea. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you on the camera stand, try and attempt to sort of let you see me casting them out, and we're going to see if we can catch a carp in the dark. Because if I just sort of hold the camera and show you out there, it is pitch black. It might seem a little bit rushed, this sort of start to the video, and in a way it is, because every minute I'm wasting setting up and messing around and time rigs, etc., is moments of darkness I'm losing. I'm going to check the time once all 3 rods are out there and see how long it is, and however long I get before I class it as light is exactly the same as what we're going to give it during the daylight hour. So let me get you on the camera stand and let's get some rods out. This is the best I'm going to be able to do, unfortunately, people. I'll sort of show you over there on the stump. I've got my torch sort of wedged on there trying to point at where I'm going to be standing to cast out, and I'm going to have my head torch on. It's not going to be the best sort of footage you're going to be able to see, probably nothing, I don't think, but we'll give it a go. But the first rod's ready. This is the right hand one. There it is, all ready to rock and roll. No bag, no nothing like that, just the paste on the lead on the flip rig with the glow in the dark blue corn. So let's go, let's see what it looks like. I've got no idea what that even looked like casting out. Probably horrendous, but it's gone out there. It's landed okay. The middle rod, that's all ready to go. So let's get that one out now. You'll see I've just cast the middle rod in, but it's not on the buzzer. If I sort of show you, look, it's missing. That's because I didn't trap the line in time, and the lead just went like plummeting into the lake horrendously. I thought, I don't know if the rig's tangled, because it can tangle if you don't feather it down. It didn't tangle, but what has happened, the paste is gone from the lead. So I've got a nice big blob ready to remold it, but because I let it like just nosedive in the lake without slowing it down or feathering it, it smashed the paste off the lead. So that's something I've learned from this lesson. So I'm going to get some paste wrapped around it. I'll do that while I'm talking to you up behind the camera, but that is something to take note of. But if you don't feather your cast down or hit the clip, depending what sort of setup you're doing or casting style you're doing, then you can lose your paste. But we're good to go again, so let's get this one out there now. That's better, it went out there better this time. Actually stopped the bloody line. So that is a lesson learned, isn't it? If you don't stop it or hit the clip, bring it back in, because the chances are you might not have any paste left. But it's time to get the left hand rod out now, the final one. Again, exactly the same. Let's go. Okie dokie then, here we go, 3 rods out there. I can tell you the left hand rod, that's fished in the silt. That landed beyond the bar and has gone in the deeper little silt gully behind it. And the middle and right hand rod, they're both landed on the gravel. So we've got 2 on gravel, 1 in the silt. To be honest, I think the left hand rod stands the best chance out of all 3, because most of the fish I've caught from here, they've had like leeches and bits and pieces in their mouth where they've been feeding in the silt. So chances are you're going to be getting your bites from the silt. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm not going to move those rods. They're going to stay like they did last time. If they go, obviously we'll recast them because I caught a fish, or hopefully we've caught one, it doesn't bloody fall off. But if they don't go, then that's it, they're going to stay there for the duration of the session. That's how I did it last time. I didn't move it, I didn't change anything, that was it. It was a one cast wonder, didn't go in the hours of darkness. As soon as it got light, bang, we was away. Let's see if the outcome's the same on this or not. I don't know. I think the blue looks a nicer colour than the green. Whether it makes any difference or not, I have no idea. But I'm going to get the kettle on. I'm going to put you over there. I'm going to try and put you on the stand somehow and film, I don't know, some dark rods. And I don't know, you'll see the buzzer light up and then my head torch will come on, and hopefully you'll see some kind of fish action if we get a bite in the darkness. So let me put you on the stand and let's see what happens. That's the old camera stand all set, ready to go. Bloody duck's making its noise again. Every time I come here, that duck. But the rods are all out, nothing's happened. Obviously, it's only been a couple of minutes since I last sort of done a clip. But while I remember, just to a viewer that's watching, Mark Westbury, I am making your video today, but yours is going to be the last one of the day, purely because I've been told that what you've asked me to use isn't the nicest smelling item. So yeah, you'll have a couple of videos to watch and then the next one will be yours. Right, I'm going to pop you lot on the stand now. I'm going to get the kettle on and let's see what happens in however long we've got left of darkness. I better check the time actually and see what it is now, and then we'll keep note of how long it is before I class it as light. So that's you lot. You're going to be sat here doing this without the aid of the head torch. So you're going to be sat watching some dark rods. If anything happens, obviously you're going to know about it, and if it doesn't, well, there's not really much to bring you back for until, I don't know, till I guess it's light. I'm going to have a coffee. I have looked, the time is 6:32 now. So I'm saying the rods went in at 6:30, to be fair. So I'm going to keep an eye on things, see how long I class it till it's light. It might look a little bit different on my phone if I do in between clips, because my phone shows it's lighter than it actually is. But I'll bring you back if nothing happens when it's actually light, and say, right, now I'm classing this is daylight hours, we've been fishing X amount of time, this is what we're giving in the daylight. So I'll leave you on this stand watching these rods. I'm hoping one does pull up tight, because that'd be really cool to catch one in the dark on glow in the dark corn, because that's kind of what it's designed to do. So yeah, anyway, hopefully I'll see you shortly. If not, I'll see you when it's light. Things have definitely changed since the last clip. I mean, it is beginning to get light. You can hear the birds singing in the background. The ducks quiet for a minute. Let's hope it stays that way. The rods, they're even bloody quieter. Nothing's happened at all. Absolutely nothing. I mean, we've been fishing now. I've just looked, it's 7:10, so we've been fishing 40 minutes, which I know that isn't a long time having your rods out, but on this venue, that's more than enough. You know, it's not uncommon at all to not even get your second rod out before the first one's gone after casting out, you know. And I've had some people get in touch with me about night versus day here. Apparently the catch ratio doesn't change. It's just as busy during the night as it is in the day, so that's kind of doesn't come into it. Looking at the previous comments on my video of the green corn I used, or the green glow in the dark corn I should say, it was pretty unanimous that you lot that took the time to comment all said the same thing. Done crap, didn't do any good. I think one person said they had a really good session on it. That could have been venue dependent, but like I say, this venue is stuffed full of fish. It's very, very common to sort of put your first rod out and have a bite on it before you can even get your bloody second one in. I've managed to get all three out, all on a very effective rig. They've all landed well. They've all got pace around the lead, which I definitely think does help. And nothing's happened in like 40 minutes, you know. Whereas I think if we had a normal rig, normal bait on, like just if I'd have gone out with one without it on, I think we probably would have caught something. Looking back, I maybe should have put two on it and one without it, but then it isn't a fair test against the green, because all three on the last video had the green corn on the end, so it's only fair I do the same on this one. But as it stands, I've got to be honest with you, I'm not feeling this stuff. In the daytime, yeah, I think it works well. The green definitely does work well in the day from the one time I've used it here. We're going to see when it gets light what happens on the blue. I mean, we've still got, I don't know, to be honest, I reckon we've got about 20 minutes left of what I'd class as it being dark before it's light. So we're already sort of 2/3 of the way through the time that we had fishing in dark time, and nothing's happened. So yeah, it's not looking good for the blue, is it? But I'm going to put you back on the stand, carry on filming these rods. If anything happens, you will see it. If it doesn't, I'll see you when it's light, let you know what the time is, and then we're going to do the same amount of time in daylight hours and see if we get a result in the day on it. So I'll see you shortly. You'll see another 20 minutes has passed. It's now 7:30. I wouldn't class it as fully light, you know. I think at 7:45 I'm going to say, right, it is now fully light. So it's got 15 minutes left, and then that will be an hour and 15 minutes we've been fishing what I'm going to class as dark time. So we're going to have an hour and 15 minutes of daylight time. So I'll bring you back in 15 minutes if nothing happens before that. But I've got to be honest, you can sort of see things now, you know. It is slightly lighter on the phone than what it actually is, but yeah, it's not going to be long. Even the seagulls are flying around, so you know it's getting light, because they don't come out at night because they can't see. But anyway, if anything happens in the next 15 minutes, you'll know about it. If it doesn't, I'll bring you back to say, right, well, the blues failed, which I'm going to be honest with you, I fully expect it to. And we're going to see if we can get one now it's light. Well, that's it. It's 7:45. Nothing has happened on the rods whatsoever. So they've had an hour and a quarter of fishing glow in the dark blue corn in what I'm classing as dark, and nothing has happened. Same result as what happened with the green, but the green had an hour and a half because I just got here a little bit earlier on that video. But now we're going to give it an hour and a quarter in the daylight hours, and look at that, amazing. That is amazing. As soon as it's got light, it's done exactly the same thing again. It's gone off. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. pulling back, that one. This same thing happened, didn't it, on the green? As soon as it got light and I said, right, that's it, darkness is done, we're into daylight, bang, rod was away. Amazing. Oh. It's gone shooting over that middle rod. Making this up. Right, let's try and get it down. I think we got away with it. It's not a big fish. Powerful though, they're all really, really strong in here. It's not a big fish at all, it's just got so much power in it. Get in, bugger. Swam in the bloody net then, you made a mistake there, didn't you? Happy days. Cool. Let's have a little look at him then. See, could well be a double figure, you know. It's nice colours. Do you know what I don't know if I've had you before. Whoa, you're not happy to see me, regardless if I have or I haven't. There's the hook bait hanging out. Nailed. Right, let's get you unhooked and treated. Do you know what? I reckon I have had this one. Because I reckon I noticed that. I don't know. Let me get him unhooked and treated and we'll get him back. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have had this or not, but he's about 12 pounds. He's got that sort of... He's got an angry looking face on him, hasn't he? Really clean mouth on it. Like, it's been treated that side, but both its barbules are still there. Look. Very nice. Okay, mate, let's get you back. Make sure your fins are down. Oh, let's have a check. Are they down? Yep, they are. Let's put you straight back in. Yeah, I'd say he's 12 pounds. I haven't bothered bringing the GoPro today because I've looked into that and it is the temperature of the water that's making the batteries read dead when they're not. So I'm gonna have to wait till the water warms up. I need to get the gauge in actually. There we go, off he goes. Thank you very much. Right, so that was the left hand rod, and I did say at the start I fancy the left out of all three rods because it landed in the silt. So we're not going to move the middle and right hand rod because, like I say, I didn't move them last time. But the left hand rod, I'm going to make sure it lands back over in that silty area again. So I'm going to check the hook, make sure the rig's all right. It's where is it? It's down here. The rig, where's the rig? Well, the rig's not all right because East Coast, the knobhead, has gone and stood on it. So there's the bait. There's that. Right, I'll better have a sort out, make sure that's still got a sharp hook. If it hasn't, I'll sharpen it up. But you see, paste is still on the lead. Got some new shit kickers as well. That's why I've stood on the bloody rig. Not used to walking around on these clown things, but you do need them this time of year, don't you? You need some boots. But anyway, enough waffling. Let's get this rod sorted and back out there, because we are against the clock. And that's that rod back out there. So we're back out to 3 again. The rig was okay, the hook was still sharp. I put fresh bait on, exactly the same. Used the same pace, so it's gone back out there again. In the same area, landed in the silt, so that's happy days. And we're going to see if we can get another before the time runs out. But again, as soon as it got light and I sort of said, right, we're now into what I call daylight hours, it's gone. It's done exactly the same thing. So I don't know, you lot will have to make your own opinions up on that, what you think. But that's now 2 times I've used this stuff and the same thing has happened twice. Whether we get another fish on this video or not, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's the fact we didn't get one in the dark, but as soon as it got light, we got a bite. You know, that's kind of, it's answered the question for me and hopefully for some of you as well. But anyway, I'm going to get the kettle back on, I think, have another coffee. Yeah, you'll probably guess what's coming up very shortly, as always. And yeah, I'll see you soon. And there we have the right hand rod's gone. Didn't even manage to get the kettle boiled. It is boiling away in the background, but it's not been made yet. And now the right hand one's gone. So that's 2 really, really quick again as soon as it's got light. So you can't say that's coincidental that it's happened 2 occasions on the trot now. It's just, I don't know, this just doesn't do it in the darkness, does it? Go, number 2, and that is a smaller one, much smaller one this time, maybe about 5 pounds at the most. Okay, he's been treated, he's all ready to go back. Let's get you out of the net, off you go, thank you very much. So that's number 2, happy days. Right, let's get that bloody rod back out there and get that kettle on. Well, that rod's been out again for about 25 minutes. Usually I do a little clip saying, okay, it's back out, we're back sorted and that. I was also going to put you on the camera stand and do my little coffee clip saying thanks for supporting the channel, which you're not getting out of, you're still getting that. I've just got to make a fresh coffee because since the rod's gone out, it's been quite an amusing 15-20 minutes. You know, I've had the pleasure of meeting what I would class as the Ronnie Pickering of the carp scene, I guess. And if you watch the videos for any reason, it was a pleasure to meet you, but the only thing I can say, mate, is grow up. Let's fill you in because it is amusing, or I think it's quite amusing. So I'm fishing in the stump peg, okay? The next peg, bearing in mind this phone is zoomed out, is there, okay? So from there to there, look how close that is. It's not even 20 yards, it's 15 yards. Anyway, someone's turned up and I just thought the norm's happening, you know. They come up here so far, they normally get the far end up there, turn around and then drive back and park up. Instead, this person, firstly, they've got themselves stuck here. Then they've managed to get in here and then get out. And I said, all right, mate, yeah. I said, are you fishing there? Yeah, I want to fish here. I said, okay, mate. I said, I'm making a film. I said, oh, video. I said, it's not a problem. I said, I've got about an hour left and I'm going to move. I said, if you're going to set up in there, I'm going to move. I said, the entire lake's empty. I don't see the point fishing side by side. They got in a right tantrum over it. Well, I want to fish here. Just like you want to fish there, I want to fish there. I said, mate, that's fine. I said, you haven't got to get all upset over it. I'm happy to move. I said, I'm just saying, I'm making a video. I'm not going to get you in it, and I don't want to make the mistake of getting you in it. I said, so when you're set up, I'm going to end my video, and then I'm going to move. Anyway, I walked back here, left him to it. Next thing, yeah, the boot slam, door slam, car start up, and I was like, then they're sort of like driven. They've got to like sort of there, give it the old hanging out the window, giving it the big one. Sort of this, that, the other, you're that, and I'm going to do this whilst driving away, I'll point out, at speed, which isn't very easy here. And that's that. That's the update. So I've just met the Ronnie Pickering of the carp world and been threatened whilst them driving away at speed, which is a bit odd considering I've got 3 rods out in the lake that I couldn't pack away quickly if I wanted to, but there you go. It takes all sort, but it's just fishing etiquette, you know. I wouldn't even consider setting up. I wouldn't consider setting up in that swim or that swim, even if I knew the person. Bearing in mind this person I don't know, and they don't know me. Well, they might do, who knows. I should probably lose a subscriber if they do, but never mind, hey. But if you just literally walk here, the swim's here. So if you imagine we're now stood in the next peg, which, and there's East Coast there, and you fish there. I mean, what's all that about? Come on, you know. But it's one of them. It makes you think, what does actually go through people's minds at times, you know. It was just the fact that they was like adamant, well, I want to go in this swim, and I had no problem. All I said was, I'm going to move then if you're going in there. And that's as if they've taken it in the way, well, I'm not allowed to fish there because you're here, when I've happily offered to move. We'll go up on the concrete bank where I've done the last two Mondays. Quite happily go up there. Was just coming here for a change of scenery. But as it stands, I am now the only person on the lake again. And someone's, I don't know, probably gone home and sulking. Oh, never mind. Don't ever be that person, people. Never, ever be that person, you know. That's something to take into fishing. If you are going to turn up and the entire lake is empty, at least jump 1 peg sort of gap. So go 2 up. If you wanted to fish sort of in the area, just go 2 up. Don't jump next to someone, because it's just, why would you do that? But never mind, that is the update. But I better get the kettle on, get you on the stand. We haven't got long of this one left, to be fair. It's been different. It's been a first. And again, if you're watching, the person in question, honestly, mate, grow up, act your bloody age. Anyway, I'll see you shortly for a coffee. Cheers all. 3rd one of the vlog made, 2nd one to actually be drank. So yeah, that was a bit different, wasn't it? But you know what time it is. You're not getting away with it. You are having it, unfortunately. But it is me saying to you lot, as always, thank you for the support you give the channel in whatever way you are supporting me. It really is appreciated, and I really do mean it. That's why I say it and make you go through this every bloody video. But honestly, to all you lot that subscribe, seriously, thank you very much. Anyone who hasn't or new, please have a look, consider it. It is free, it doesn't cost you nothing. Just click subscribe and you're done. Also, if you have subscribed or do subscribe, make sure you press the bell icon, because then you'll know when I release a video. If you don't subscribe, you can't do that. So my videos come out at 6 PM in the evening, 99.9% of the time. So if you haven't got an account or you don't want to subscribe for whatever reason, check after 6 PM. If I've put a video out, it'll be on there. If I haven't, it won't. Also, to you lot that comment, share, like the videos, again, thank you very much. That really is helping as well, as is this hype thing. I've mentioned it on the last few videos. It's still a new thing to me and I don't fully understand it. All I've worked out is you get 3 a week, you slide the top comment to the left, and then there's an option saying hype. Still don't know if you click it or you have to slide that to the left, but like I say, once you've done that, that's it. You get 3 a week. So if you do like follow and support other channels, give each channel 1. So 3 channels, give them 1 hype a week instead of giving 1 channel all 3. It helps small creators like myself sort of have a fighting chance against the big channels that obviously YouTube promotes in a much wider area because a lot more people watch it. So for us small little upcoming channels, it's helping us get noticed basically. So if you decide to do any of those, honestly, from me, thank you very much. We're going to get back to the fishing now. Apologies, this seems like there's not a lot in this sort of section, because like I say, I've just had like 20 minutes of my session, sort of, I don't know what you class it as, different, let's say. But yeah, we have got 12 minutes left, so we are going to continue it out. 12 minutes, one of those rods could go. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We've had 2 bites now. I'm pretty sure we did have 3 bites on the last time when I used the green, but again, the same thing has happened. So whether you think that's conclusive or not is up to you, but for me, yeah, I do. But again, from me, thanks very much for the support. Sadly, nothing did happen in the last 12 minutes, but it doesn't matter. What needed to have happened has happened. We've caught, well, we just needed 1 in daylight hours. We've had 2, so that's all good. But I'm going to get those rods in now and spin you around and do the old outro. Well, the rods are wound in. That's the end of this session, and it's definitely been a different one. There is actually someone else who's just turned up, and they've gone 2 pegs down. I'm not going to spin you around and show you them or the vehicle or nothing, but they have fished along this bank, but instead of jumping next door, they've gone 2 down. So they've turned up and done exactly the right thing, you know. So yeah, that's good. But like I say, it's been a different one. But as for the corn, in the hours of darkness, I'm not going to be using it again. I don't really think it works. You know, I've used it twice now, both colours, I've had no fish. As soon as it's got light, both colours, I've caught fish. So yeah, in the daytime, I'd use it again. As for night time, no, I don't think it's for me. Don't know what you lot think. Let me know in the comments below what you make of it. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe, hype and all that business. It really is appreciated. But for me, that's it. I'm going to get on with the next video now, so hopefully you'll join me for that. And if you're out and about on the bank yourself, hope you're being lucky, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.